anyway. So the
You're
reason
sunk cost fallacying us into making it worse, by the way. That's just what I want you to know.
I'm not nothing. I'm not touching anything. You're the only one making things worse for yourself.
you should delete. I don't know what other funny important thing could you delete from your computer? You should.
System 32.
Yeah. You so Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
The reason the clap didn't work is because, unlike other people, I kind of make a podcast backwards, weirdly enough. So a normal person would record with their friends in a call, bring all of that in, use the sync clap, and then put some video to it, make the splash screen on the back, and generate some waveforms.
That's not what you do? Because that's what I assumed you did.
I generate the waveforms. They're generating right now.
Yeah.
I generate them live. So what that means is if I then fuck with the audio and sync clap, only one of our waveforms match up. And the only fix would be to actually cut up for hours the video profile. That is just the splash screen. And
Not
the
me
waveforms.
dancing over here saying it was pointless and I was right.
Listen, it's always worth a try. Listen. Here's the thing. It did make syncing a little quicker. The problem is I had to redo it the old way anyway, because then it was very quick to realize, oh no, this creates more work this way. Doing it correctly.
If you made the podcast like a normal person, then...
So here's the thing. The reason I do it this way is because it saves time. Because, yeah, you are correct. Find me a good, reliable, but also cheap, buy once software that can generate good waveforms.
What do you mean, generate?
You can't. Well, like, make one based off of the audio you're feeding in. Because, like...
All the digital audio workstations?
How expensive?
Literally all of them?
Okay, yeah, how expensive are those? I can't afford
Audacity is free.
Audacity can't make a nice waveform to use in video.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Never mind then.
These are going to be in video editing software, which are expensive. Or I can use a free OBS plugin and get them right off the rip.
Use the editing software Markiplier never shuts up about.
Which one's that?
That I can't remember the name of.
Is it Movavi?
No, I think it's DaVinci.
DaVinci?
Davinci?
Yeah, but how much is DaVinci?
I think he keeps saying they have a free version that is actually good.
I hope it has like a Bandicam watermark.
Dude, okay, but that would be peak.
But it's an editing software. It's not recording like OBS.
DaVinci Resolve 20.
Resolve. Yeah.
There is a free version. I will dink around and try it.
I mean, it's got Markiplier's seal of approval, so...
Yeah, well, Markiplier's rich and can afford the paid for one. See, here's the thing.
He said the free one's still good.
Yeah, well, I might need what's in the expensive one. Here's the thing.
Dusty,
If I need
how many views do we get?
Which makes it harder to then pay $300 for a video editing software.
No, what I meant by that was, do we really need to be spending $300 until we're getting...
I'm getting shit for using the
views?
free option right now.
I was just
telling
telling
you
you
not to use
that
the
there
free
was another option.
Free's free.
I like the way we're doing it now.
I said, okay.
The only thing I have to do in the editing software is sync some audio, and then as one big file, I can just cut it up as needed. versus.
Man, that's gonna be horrible for this one if for getting my audio.
That's fine. That's fine. Listen, have fancy. I know you have Borderlands 4. We're moving on to some funny news. Borderlands 4. Kind of a shit show. Have you had to restart your game yet?
Why?
You might need to.
Why would I need to do that?
Because for some reason, on the consoles, there's a memory leak issue, which means just like the PS3 version of Skyrim, the longer you play, the slower your game fucking gets. And the only way to fix it is to restart your game.
Like, start from the beginning?
Yeah. New character.
That explains so much about my Xbox 360 experience with Skyrim.
Yeah, that was a Skyrim problem. It, like, by the time you're halfway through the game, it's like, all right, I'm entering a building, I'll go make a sandwich. Yeah.
Well, like,
no, I didn't know this was a thing that was happening.
Yeah. I was just asking.
I had characters that
Nothing's
I had, like,
had any
up into
problems
the higher
loading,
levels.
if that's what you're talking about.
Cool. Good. You got your
That, like,
I
thinking
got
back on
stable frames. I got no problems loading. I don't.
Fantastic. I was just wondering because the last time something like this happened, you were affected by it, and that was your Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh yeah.
So I was.
Yeah,
curious.
I had to restart that.
Yeah. Anyway, main reason I bring this up is because Randy Pitchford, Gearbox man runner guy, kind of a terrible person. If you would like to learn more, Google Randy Pitchford USB. He's been tweeting through this launch, and it's been very funny.
Oh man, that's the worst thing a CEO can do.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. He's like
not even like just talking about it, tweeting about it. Ooh.
He's like 50% right, which is the funny part, because it's like, here's the thing. I understand what you're saying. It's hard to take this seriously from a billionaire, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's really like if this was the community manager or something, people would be a lot more like, okay, we get it, you know, you're working through it. But when the CEO himself is like, you just don't know how to make video games on Twitter.
Oh, I heard he said something like that.
Yeah. A lot of people are upset that like the game relies on the AI generation of frames on a lot of systems. And he's like, just fucking use it. Fuck you. He's not actually saying these, but that's the translation of what he's saying.
You know how hard it is to make a game?
Exactly, because people were like, "Why can't you just make a
how long
stable?
I've suffered?
Why can't you just make a stable game that runs well? Why didn't you spend a little time making sure that it runs on like older, more common hardware?" To which he had a fair point, but it's funny coming from him again. And his point was, the average piece of hardware is a 5-year-old smartphone. And it's like, you got a point, but also you know what the fuck we're talking about. Fuck you.
Yeah, like, oh man, what happened to make it so that an unfinished or unoptimized like release project is the norm? How did that become the standard?
Is that like a lot of games that come out like that aren't even bad. Oblivion Remastered is a good example of this, but also Dragon's Dogma 2.
I don't
good
think
games,
4 is bad.
but
I'm actually enjoying my
but
time
they
with it.
weren't like optimized. Dragon's Dogma 2 got the worst treatment from this, where like people were just so mad about this game that was like just not optimized. That was like the biggest problem it ever had.
But you could also buy a single like starter thing once for $1.
Oh yeah, because people were talking about the microtransactions in the game, which the literal dev told you not to buy because Capcom like made them put them in effectively.
Yeah, you could tell like you have to have these. And they're like, okay, and then they made them most useless. You don't need to buy these ones ever, and people freaked out.
Yeah,
Cause
it's the same thing they do with Monster Hunter, where it's like Monster Hunter has a bunch of useless ass microtransactions you will never buy.
yeah.
Most of them are cosmetic for Monster Hunter, which I'm glad they didn't do for Dragon's Dogma 2. But it's like in Dragon's Dogma 2, it's like wake stones, things that you get like fucking candy midway through the game.
Yeah. What the fuck? Water. So yeah, he's been posting through it this whole like week. It's been pretty funny watching him have multiple meltdowns. This is the same guy that right before the game launched, revealed that the game was going to be probably $70 because this is a premium experience. And people immediately started freaking out, like, "Come on, not you too, $70." To which he said, "Back in my day, games were well over 100, and if you just liked the games or the companies, you made it work. You found a way to play it."
Literally no.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, literally no.
Kind of literally yes. You know how much a
Well,
game
like
on the
maybe in
Commodore
today's
64
money.
was?
Uh,
They were more than 70, I'll tell you that. I have one with the original sticker on it that was $85 in the 80s. Like, games were actually yes, games were expensive. Now, based on inflation and also based on what people were paid, the ratio between the two were better than they are now. That's the difference. The games in dollar amounts were higher. But actually, people's pays were actually technically better too, based on the price of things. So it
Inflation
was actually
is in this
easier to
crazy
afford
spot.
that $85 game.
Inflation's in this crazy spot right now where things were technically both cheaper and more expensive like 10 years ago. And what I mean by that is, or like actually probably a better way of saying it is like 20 years ago, because like within the past 10 years people have had less money to go around but technically more money in their pockets, where it's like you can't afford a lot of like the things you could have afforded back in the day because rent and necessities are just so expensive now, and your pay in terms of buying power has not realistically gone up at all. If anything,
No.
it's gone down.
Yeah, it's stayed pretty close to stagnant while prices and stuff for the way I've been saying to my family, who does the usual like, "Oh, if you'd only stop buying coffee," which fuck you, I have a coffee machine, I make my own coffee. Shut the fuck up, old person. But second of all, it's the reason why you think that is because back in the day, living was cheap, but all of these things I have in my room were expensive. And now it's the things in my room that are cheap and living is expensive.
Yep.
It used to be like renting a building was the cheapest thing you had to do. But, buying a new DVD player, that's like $1,000. It's like my DVD player is $80. But my rent is $2,000. They've completely flipped, which is why it looks like, oh, well, if the young people just stop buying their luxuries, it's like they're not luxuries. They're cheap things. Oh, yeah, my $85 thing I just spent is what's keeping me from paying my $2,000 rent. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
That
the
is so right.
$20 70-inch TV I got from Goodwill is really weighing me down.
Yeah. It's like, oh, if even like more expensive things, it's like, oh, well, if you hadn't bought your PS5, it's like based on what I'm paying right now, I make just like if I really pushed, I could maybe get an apartment for like $2,000 a month. Find me one at $2,000 flat a month.
What is going on over there?
So,
He's jacking it.
so like a
What?
$500 PS5 on one paycheck is actually not keeping me from getting an apartment. It's just
Yeah.
not. So even something multiple hundreds of dollars is not setting me back the way you think it is.
Not in the way they
Because
think
it's
it
that
is.
expensive to live.
Also, like, lad, your microphone is picking up everything.
Because close my door.
No, not
Hang on.
like it. I'm hearing you like move and stuff.
Oh well, I can't not move.
Freeze.
But it seems a little more detecty than it has been in the past.
I haven't done anything different.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
I
Stop, Gretel. Stop.
Like whatever that sounded like you set something on your desk, maybe kind of sound previously.
I might have put my phone on my desk.
Yeah,
Got
we
your
we
ass.
we picked that up.
It's because
loud.
my mic arm is attached to my desk.
You should hang it from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, let me
What?
just...
I thought he said
My
you should
ceiling
hang from
man.
the ceiling for a second there.
Why would I say that?
I don't know. That's why it's like, what?
So, Fancy, just real quick, the two things you need in your wish list, I don't have.
Oh, well.
I only have one guard chomp and one shaven.
Well, give me something random then, because what I'm giving you need. Well, I don't care.
I wish I could give you just random cards, because I swear to God, I have.
It has to be the same rarity, I think.
So did you guys hear about the patent the Nintendo got through the U.S. Patent Office?
Yes.
Yes.
There's no Electros. I have 9 of them.
It's really
What was it?
vague, but
It
it's
was very
also
vague.
like. What do you mean, like creatures summoning and battling with a? I think
Yeah.
they had to specify with a sphere.
No, what I saw didn't say anything about a sphere.
Or no, it's like player moves in a 3D space, and can summon sub player, and sub player will fight other target, if criteria are met, kind of.
That is very vague.
And it's just like, oh, so Digimon. World of Warcraft.
Dragon Quest Monsters.
Skyrim.
The wild thing to me is that it got through the patent office. Like I'm not surprised that they tried it at this point. It's just that it got.
You know what?
It reminds me of when...
The thing I heard somebody say is that it's not that hard to get a patent passed, but at this point, if it ever comes up, then they have to defend it, and that's apparently a way harder venture. Like, if this turns out to be a bogus patent, it will get bunked completely off the first time. The problem becomes Nintendo is going to fight that tooth and nail, so whoever does end up in that big legal battle is fighting against Nintendo. So we can only hope that it's a big company that does that.
What were you gonna say, Dusty?
So I'm looking at this patent, and honestly, it just makes me not want to play Pokemon anymore, because this tells me it's never going to change. Because now they have to purposely hold the game back to stay in this patent.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. It basically patents the way Pokemon works in Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield, and I really like how the games play in those.
Because the patent is mostly about you summon a sub-character that you cannot control directly. It is through a list of commands.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's
that's
okay.
always the Pokemon combat, though.
Yeah, well, I don't like the Pokemon combat.
The
which is
only
why I'm
games
looking
that
at
do
this
it different are the
oh.
Mystery Dungeon games. And those are Peak. And we need another one.
Peak. I have one, and I just have not played it yet.
Which one?
The one on Switch. DX or whatever.
Oh, the remake of the original.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. The art direction is really nice on it. I like that a lot.
I bought it because I found it for cheap.
In my opinion, Explorers of Sky is the best one by far.
Okay. Hold on, I'm just... The shift code does not exist. Fuck you.
Are you actively putting shift codes into Borderlands right now?
Maybe. 3 new ones came out, and they all, 2 of which expire tomorrow. So I'm shoving them inside of my device right now.
So, game that we played.
I had fun with this one.
Hold on.
But I didn't actually play super
Before
much.
we do this, hold on. We got to check into Fantasy Critic.
At least not into the story. Oh yeah, No I'm Not a Human came out, which means that I have made progress.
What came out?
A game that I was hoping would come out.
No, I'm not a human.
So did Silk Song.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
Which is another game that I...
Yep. You've now got 35 points.
That's a huge jump, I think, because wasn't I at like 15 before?
Yes, because you're actively 10 points down for counterpicking Elden Ring.
Yes, because I didn't know that would give me lower points.
Yes. I Am Not Human has not given you anything. Not enough people have reviewed it yet, so you're still waiting on a review for that one. But
so far,
gotten
it's coming up
23
positive.
from
The
Silksong.
game launched in a somewhat buggy state, but because it's an indie project, seemingly people are taking that in stride. I've been watching gameplay of it because I don't have the like $13 to buy it.
Yeah.
But it looks very fun. Well, I say very fun. It's a horror game. I would enjoy it. Is a good way of putting it.
I only got
Huh?
nothing.
No, I want to hear.
I only got 9 points for a game
For
I
Hell
picked.
Is Us.
Which game?
Hell Is Us.
What is Hell Is Us?
Hell Is
Looked
Sus.
like a cool game. I played it. It's good.
A lot of people like that game, from what I can tell.
Only got me 9 points. So I'm hoping for actually all. Yeah, my last 3 games come out next month.
Dusty, is it really a situation where the only way you could possibly
October
win
29th,
is if your counterpick
October
on
2nd,
me turns out to be the
October
like correct?
22nd.
Is that really where you're sitting at by this point? Actually, no. I don't think you would even win if that happens.
Changed from me. Still have that empty spot that will never be full. Very
You
sad.
got Borderlands.
I forgot I got Borderlands 4. I got 14 points off that shit. Let's go.
Cool.
More people review that game and ignore the Randy Pitchfordness of it all.
Review that game and then immediately get upset about the Randy Pitchford.
No! This game would be a 10 out of 10, but the USB was 0 out of 10.
Man, it turned out Night Rain was good and you just got cucked.
Yeah. I'm still hoping Pokemon Legends is bad. That'd be funny.
It's not going to be.
That'd be funny, though.
It
Dusty,
is
unmute.
in
I
some
see you
hot
playing
water
the Half Sword
currently,
demo.
I'm here. I'm here. If you can't hear me, that's your problem.
Yeah, I wanna point out that you're calling her out when you were actively talking about trading Pokemon cards and someone was putting in shift codes in a game. So
Yeah. And I was only muted when I was
Excuse me,
actively looking at the Video Ninja, by the way. I want to make that
Yeah.
abundantly clear.
What about Pokemon cards? What's going on?
I'm gonna.
How long has she been muted?
She hasn't been.
Well, I probably am for you.
She's
because I had to
talking right
ring
now.
Did you have to restart your thing a little bit ago?
I did.
Okay, but that's
I
Yes.
looked at it because I booted up the Fantasy Critic.
okay.
And because I looked at it, Video Ninja decided, oh yeah, it hates me.
I was gonna say, because I feel like I didn't hear your voice too long ago, so that's why all of a sudden I could tell I'm in halfway of a conversation. I'm like, now wait a minute, someone's muted.
Yep.
Wulfryk's still winning, and they still have 2 games, 2 of which could be fucking bangers. So, not looking too good. Fancy.
I'm really banking on indie projects,
You're
personally.
also in a good place to earn a lot of points. Dispatch is still coming out. That recently got a release date. I believe it's this year.
So next month.
Yeah.
All my games come out. All my last 3 come out next month.
Yeah, and all 3 of those could be possible bangers.
I mean, they could, or they could all be some of the lowest scoring games ever scored.
I mean, a Ghost of Yote is gonna have to be shit. It's going to have not even a game that Sony made that actively shit on people's love for characters got bad reviews. So Ghost of Yote would have to literally accidentally be the cause of a nuke launching.
Like Ghost of what was it? The Last of Us 2 was like literally the biggest character smear piece of a game ever.
93%. What? Hold on. IGN. Last of Us 2. Boink, would they give it? A 10. Here's the thing. A lot of people like that game. Even the user rating is a 9.2. A lot of people like it. Can't even deny it. A lot of people like it. Eelayne, I think you and I are... I mean, you've got some possible bangers. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, that could be big. Ninja Gaiden 4, people are starting to get excited for. Dying Light the Beast, I have only heard that be hyped for by 2 people. So,
yeah. I've heard a lot of people are a little
one of which is
excited.
in this call, and the other one is my boyfriend.
I mostly went for stuff that I would be interested in. But
I mean,
also,
I like Dying Light, so that's why
I'm banking a lot on personally. I was banking a lot on my indie games.
Yeah.
Because of Half Sword, low budget repairs, and no.
Oh, dang it! It comes out tomorrow.
Has Half Sword or Low Budget Repairs released yet?
No.
Okay.
But both of them are talking about releasing soon.
Okay.
Both of them are planned to be released.
Are
in
both of those in
2025.
like an early access right now?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
actively playing the Half Sword early access right now.
I was just wondering because I have some warnings about them, so I was just making sure if you knew what was going on with them. I'm pretty much fucked. I was
about to say the only way you could possibly even get like close to second place is if Legend ZA is a huge flop and you get like a 10 on your next
Thanks
one.
to Borderlands 4 and Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, I am in second place right now.
Yeah, but I don't think you'll
passed
finish in
Fancy
second place.
currently. So I'm taking the hype. Second place.
I almost
You'll be
assure
screwed
you that
after
even
next month.
If Legend ZA is a dog shit game, it will review very well, and you won't get points.
Actually,
for
no. Your last game also comes out next month.
I need to be in the specific timeline where Pokemon Legend ZA is so bad, Pokemon fans decide, you know what, Dusty's right. Pokemon is bad, actually. And also, I heard this new game, Arc Raiders, is out. That's the shit. 10 out of 10. That's the world I need to be in to win. I need Pokemon players to be like, I heard about this looter shooter. I want
to point out that, like, as much as I like Pokemon, the Pokemon community is genuinely the, how dare you attack the mega corporation? They're just a small indie mega corporation. You leave them alone.
True.
Yeah, it reminds me of how, like, I'm an Android user, but it reminds me how a lot of Android users act better just because they're not using Apple and they're using quote unquote smaller companies. It's like, oh yes, the small company owned by 2 people, Sam and Sung. Ah yes, a small company.
You know what's even, like, yeah, no, it's.
This also brings up, like, I am excited for Legend ZA, but honestly, with some of the leaks of, like, what people are saying of, like, how you're going to be getting some...
Oh, that's not leaks.
Pokemon.
That is...
Oh, yeah, I know. From, like, the promotional stuff. Some of the ways that they're saying you're going to have to go out of your way to get some of the megas, just make me actually fucking not want to ever engage with some of these systems.
Yes.
Like,
you'll feel that way. All of you feel that way. And then please
it's
fall
like,
in love with Arc Raiders!
But the thing is I know Pokemon. Almost assuredly, that shit's going to get walked back fast.
Even if it doesn't get walked back, people are gonna eat it up.
Well,
like,
no,
think
because,
about how
like,
much
it's
people
either gonna get walked
complained
back,
about,
or there's
like-
gonna be multiple mystery gift events where they just give you the shit.
Because that's the thing, like, people complain about stuff with every generation of game, and then immediately, like, they complain so much, and then immediately they're like, well, yeah, but, like, hear me out. You were just the loudest complaints against this game, and you are now hitting me with the hear me out, really?
I am so upset that all of my games are like okay to good. But somehow 2 of my games landed on a perfect 70, which means I get 0 points. So not only am I not getting points from Fable, I'm not getting any points for the game that I don't have because I ran out of money before being able to fill up all 10 spots. I also get no points for Killing Floor 3 or Splitgate 2.
Nice.
Which we probably, if I was getting points for it, I probably would be having a conversation about y'all, because that game has been pulled. It is no longer
Wait,
officially released.
Oh, Splitgate,
Yeah.
yeah.
But since it's gotten 0 points, I really don't think I need to worry about that. I'm not getting anything for it.
You could
Imagine-
play Arc Raiders on the 30th, or you could play Outer Worlds 2 on the day before that comes out.
I'm
Imagine.
playing Arc Raiders. I'm so sorry. I am an Embark simp.
Like, the funniest thing to me about that is, like, imagine having your game be, like, dead set to be such a good shooter that, like, is loved. And then because of a couple of things you said, like, even as just jokes, like, community-wise, just a couple of mistakes, and you've undone 90% of the goodwill that you had.
You shouldn't have worn the hat.
I honestly think that the hat had an impact.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I think the hat would have been all that bad. It's what he also said at the same time. It is
Yeah.
he wore a hat referencing Trump, make games great again. Said, I like all these games that everyone knows is good. We're also going back and we're making shooters good again. By the way, here's our battle royale.
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me, what? If it was truthfully
Yeah.
just like, and the game drops now, and they just added more maps and a couple more guns per class or something, it would have done better. But it is
Yeah.
the fact of, like, everyone loves Titanfall 2. Innovation, innovation, innovation. I also want Half-Life 3. Here's our game mode that everyone's doing. Innovation. It's like, no.
That's a
No,
good
no,
point, yeah. It's like, who isn't doing a battle royale when it comes to big shooters right now?
Even Battlefield 6.
Battle
is good.
royales and battle passes.
What I love.
This is why I this is why I think that the best shooter that's anticipated right now is fucking the furry one. The
Wild Assault?
Assault. Yeah.
That game is like so fucking good.
It is.
It's actually really fun.
The biggest problem is its player base is
And
so
Deadlock.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deadlock and Wild Assault are the only shooters I think
The finals?
I'm excited for. Well, the finals is out.
Yeah, but you could play it. You could play it with me. I'm already halfway through the battle pass of the season. It came out a week ago. I don't have a problem. You do. If Arc Raiders is what gets me into that type of game, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble. Ralph.
What if it gives you another 0?
Sad. Here's the thing. The thing I'm happy about is the reason why early on I've been like Arc Raiders needs to be good is because it's a smaller team still. I would put them firmly at like AA. they need the game to succeed. But the finals is doing so well, and every season it gets bigger and bigger, that I honestly think at this point, even if the game failed, they'd probably survive. But I also want Arc Raiders to be good, because if they don't need to lean on the finals, that means they'll leave the worst microtransactions out of it. If they have two successful, somewhat monetized games, that'll be better for both games. If Arc Raiders fails, they're going to look at the finals and be like, how can we suck them dry? And I will be sucked dry. Because here's the thing. Unlike other games, I actually just enjoy the game. It's not one of those things where it's like so many people realize, wait a minute, I actually hate Overwatch. I love the finals. So they'll look at the game and be like, time to suck them dry. And I'll be like, well, I guess I'm going to be sucked dry because I like the game. There's no hope here. There's no hope for me. The game loop is perfect for my brain. I like the game loop. Loop me, daddy.
Yeah, that's... Overwatch is definitely that way for me now, where it's like, honestly, the thought of going back to Overwatch just makes me not happy. I don't like Overwatch. I played it for years. I don't like it.
Same. The first couple years. I got to the point where the
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
Marvel Rivals can be more fun, but that's because there's more silly and wacky characters.
The worst part is I wanted to like so badly.
Marvel Rivals?
No,
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Oh.
Well, it was good, and then it wasn't. They ruined it actively, quickly.
Marvel Rivals is still kind of good.
It's fine.
It's just sweaty. That's the problem, is like even in quick play, people are sweating a bunch.
Well, you just gotta not care. Go in.
Yeah.
And be like me. Pick the same character every time and say, no, I will not change characters. I will not work with a meta. I am a one-trick pony. If I cannot win as a Jeff, then we do not win at all.
Become the Lord Jeff.
Also, I'm noticing that
I'm a Lord Jeff.
I like a lot more variety in my hero shooters, which is why I like Paladins so much. And also why I like Deadlock so much now.
Yeah, I like Deadlock. I need to play it more.
Deadlock is also very sweaty, but it's in early access, so if you're really caring about your rank, it's like this game isn't even literally out yet.
Honestly, video games being like sweaty is one of the things that turns me away from multiplayer video. Like, I can be as casual as I want, but at the end of the day, I'm typically getting rolled by people who... I'm just a man. Yeah, it just sucks to, like, want to play the game for fun and then spend hours getting rolled because I didn't optimize.
Also, matchmaking systems aren't usually that great, which is why it's kind of crazy to me. Deadlock's way of matchmaking is literally all matches are technically ranked, but like you actually have to go out of your way to look at your rank.
Yeah, I have a feeling when the game officially releases, there will be differences.
Weirdly, I kind of hope they don't change that. Because it's like, I don't like playing ranked typically, because I don't want to, like, go in and be a detriment to my team. But the way that they have it right now is literally, like, your rank is just what we matchmake you off of. It doesn't really, like, you could be in the top rank. That just means that you're matchmaking against people who play like you.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why I like ranked. Because here's the thing that people get mixed up about ranked. People think ranked is going to be even sweatier. In a game with a decent player base, let me specify that, cough, cough, Rainbow Six Siege. A game with a decent player base.
Oh.
People who actually, like, enjoy the game and like grinding out the game and wanting to be as good as possible, learning the metas and stuff, will go to ranked to get away from the sweats who are doing all sorts of crazy shit. Ranked finals is how the finals should be played in the heads of the developers. There is no like there's still a creativity, but normal play is where you have people like, if I goo grenade this and I purposely break the map and get a win, that'd be funny. That's not happening in ranked. You know, ranked is very much like, no, we are like, yes, we're using things, but we're using it much more normally. The goo grenade is for making one thing, and that is cover. It is the cover grenade. It's not anything else. We're not making jump pads out of that and a broken piece of a wall like they are in non-ranked. It is cover.
That being said, that's part of one of the things that I've been liking about, again, Deadlock, where it's like, really, your card loadout can just be all in on gun. And while that's not amazing, and you're probably going to get rolled, you're... yeah, it's funny I say that. The big thing about how Deadlock works is that if you're keeping up your resource game, most builds I think could work, as long as they aren't just completely self-detrimental or useless. So, like, a good way of putting it, I would say probably not a great idea to run melee Vindicta. I mean, like, you could buy all the cards for Vindicta to do her melee. I just feel like it's not a good idea. Yeah. Because she's a sniper.
And, like, I can get away with gun build because I'm a McGinnis main, and her main thing is she has big gun.
Yeah, McGinnis's gun is literally her best thing in her kit. So yeah.
Saying as much ammo as possible, as much damage as possible, as much range as possible, as much speed as possible. That it
technically
that works.
Technically, the build that I run in Deadlock with Ivy being a hybrid spirit gun build isn't optimal because you want Ivy to be tanky above everything else because she's like she's a support. But that being said, when I melt somebody because of Capacitor, Mercurial Magnum, my kudzu, and my gun that has 30 bajillion rounds in it, because they just happened to get hit by my butt slam, it doesn't really feel like I'm a tank anymore now, does it? Yeah.
All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Is that how we're segueing?
Yeah. Enforcing the segue. It's very smooth.
Oh boy.
It's a smooth segue.
Very smooth.
Just like a train on the tracks.
Being
followed
by a dirt bike.
The way this game controls.
It's perfectly fine. What do you mean?
It controls like a GTA game, but like a little bit worse.
You know what's funny is this is the best of the original 3. This is the peak.
Yeah, that's true.
GTA. This is the last.
I do remember GTA 3.
3 was how do we make an open world 3D game? Vice City was okay. Now how do we make that look good? And then San Andreas is okay. Now how do we make a compelling story with all of this?
I never actually owned Vice City, to be fair. I just played it on my friend's PS2.
That's
but
my
still.
favorite because that one has a vibe to it. That game looking that way, but also being set in the 80s itself with generic 80s music, and everyone's talking with the dumbest accents possible.
Can I really say one major thing?
What?
I didn't play a lot of the story in this game, sadly. Just like warning you about that.
What else is there to do?
I went to the gym and ate food a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say, pick up an Uzi in the sewer and start shooting cops. That's pretty much what I started doing. I actually really loved the vibe of San Andreas.
Yeah.
Let me whip out my notes here.
When in doubt, whip it out.
So, but I'll get more into that when we get to our notes, but I just wanted to make that note clear as like the 90s aesthetic and the fact that the game was a lot more serious than I expected in terms of its tone.
It is
at least You know what I mean, right?
So yeah, that's where the story part comes in. Is you can make things funny. Like in so here, this is a random note thing, but I'm going to talk about this right now. I played the weird AI remaster they did a couple years ago. They fixed a lot of it. So now it mostly just kind of vaguely looks like a dream version of how you remember the game. It's weird. But they removed, or I guess they didn't remove features. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas specifically has a similar thing going on too. Here we go, Wulfryk. Halo remastered, the original one, where for some reason they didn't remaster the first version of the game.
Nope.
So what this means is anything that's not on the PS2, the camera only half works. I don't know if you found the camera in your bedroom. On the PS2, you can actually look at the photos you've taken. And what that means is kids who grew up with San Andreas on the PS2 took creeper shots of all the women.
Ooh.
You find all sorts of ancient Reddit threads of like, I'm in bushes taking photos of women. And yeah, now it's only used for it's another side thing where there's 50 things you have to take photos of to get some extra points and cash and stuff. That's all it's used for. On the PS2, though, you can take photos of anything and actually look and save at the photos, which is really upsetting because on modern day things like the PS4, PS5, Xbox.
I'm glad I just had
even the
my
Switch
PS2 laying around to play it on.
Yeah. Even the Switch. All of these have built-in screenshot functions that other games use this way, where if there's a camera in the game, it just acts as a screenshot and is saved to your screenshots folder. But because that's actively been removed, because they remastered like the Xbox OG original Xbox version, where that was already removed, what that means is there's no way to do that. So even though in theory, in San Andreas, you should be able to take a photo and that photo end up in your screenshots, that's not how that works, because that feature is half taken out.
My game keeps crashing, damn.
And it's so annoying.
Yeah.
I immediately grabbed the photo and I was like, let's take some funny photos. I immediately took a photo and I was like, this could be a funny album cover. I need to find a way. This is how I found out. I took a photo and I was like, this could be a really funny album cover for like a music. I'm going to give this to Wulfryk and I'm going to have her draw my Sona on the other side of this park bench I took a photo of, and we could put the the advisory, black and white advisory in the corner and everything, make it look really funny. And it would look if that feature was in place, I could see it being just as useful of a tool as like the Game Boy camera. Because that game, everything is just realistic enough, but just stylized enough, you can take some really interesting photos, and you just can't get them off of the system now because they don't actually get saved. The camera's useless now. I spent like 2 hours being like, how do I find my photos? And yet they aren't saved. Super annoying. Anyway, they did a Halo fucking thing with it. It's fucking bullshit. Oh, what else? So
It's your game, bro.
I guess I'll do the thing.
Synopsis?
Yeah, San Andreas. The story, it's more serious toned than like a 3 or a Vice City. But the story is weirdly less connected to everything you're doing. It's vaguely connected in the shenanigans of doing crimes. Right? But
the shenaniganery.
yes. But like 3 and Vice City specifically is like you are just like Vice City. You are a gang member, just different types of gangs, right? I think Vice City it's closer to the mob, like the Italian mob, but still. But in Vice City specifically is like you owe this guy money, go make money. So everything you're doing is going towards your final goal. The final goal of San Andreas is what? Right, like you ran away from home. People have died, including your mom. You've flown back to where you grew up to re-meet people, go there for your mom's funeral, and then you get drugged back into the crime there. But then you're just
pretty immediately, especially if you can count those cops harassing you as being dragged into crime.
I mean, they actively drag you into crime later on.
Yeah.
Tenpenny actively becomes a quest giver.
Ooh.
Yeah. That, and then you get a girlfriend out of that. Yeah, it's just... It's interesting in that way that the story they're telling is like you ran away, now you're back, you're getting drugged back into the life of crime when you thought you escaped. But because of that, once you're there, you're doing crime just because you're doing the crimes, which is interesting. Meanwhile, like I said, 3 and Vice City are much more like...
You don't want to be a straight buster, do you?
You're doing this to earn money. You're doing this to pay back your former boss who's actively trying to get you killed. You're doing this because you're new to the fake version of New York and you need to prove yourself and make a living. And this one's like, you've returned home, it's crime time.
Yeah, half the missions you do don't give you money.
Yeah. That's one of my notes is for quite a while, there's no real good way to make money. And then all of a sudden, Tenpenny, no, not the cop. I forget which character already, but one of them is like, oh, guess what? Need for Speed time. You can now fight over gang territory, and it's colorful squares on the map. Just like a Carbon, Need for Speed Carbon.
Oh, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, and that is how you make money, because you actively go into territory, you start shooting people, they drop a lot of money until you get the territory. That's how you make money.
I just started shooting people. I skipped a few steps.
And eventually, as you go outside of your house, a money symbol spawns, and then that's like your earnings, quote unquote. So you once in a while go back to your home and walk through that, and you'll get paid.
Ryder bought me a pizza, and I was like, all right, well, with this pizza, I summoned Maharaga, and I found an Uzi in the sewers and started killing people.
Ryder be like, you know why I quit school? I was too smart. Who has the most guns? The military. Get the forklift. And what a painful mission that was. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It took me a good multiple tries.
This is my second try.
Oh, damn.
Eventually, I had to, in between loading, I had to get off and shoot cops for him.
Yeah, no, that's expected of you, yeah.
I couldn't maneuver that forklift fast enough for him not to die by himself.
Yeah. You can get like 2, maybe 3 on the truck before they start showing up, and then it's like...
Depending on how
it takes you
fast
3 times longer to get 1 pallet on the truck because you're having to keep jump off.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, any mission that required me to utilize a vehicle, which is most of them.
You're the driver.
Yeah.
They always tell you to drive.
I wish they wouldn't.
Later on, there's some missions that you don't.
I didn't
like biking.
As a bunch of people on the queer spectrum, did you get to the point where the game was actively making fun of the gays?
You talking about the guy that was the gangster in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
OG.
OG Loke? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
will
hated
say
that mission on that motorcycle.
Yeah.
That motorcycle does not control.
No. Just a stereotypically gay-sounding guy calling you sugar while you're chasing him down to kill him. What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we should go to the notes. So my thought in general is that this is a fun game. I enjoy the game. I wish my camera worked.
Spray paint.
I mean,
Spray paint.
It is sure
aged,
is a game.
Though. It has aged. Back in the day,
Definitely.
this being an arcadey game where it's just a bunch of fun little stupid missions barely strung together with a story of crime time.
Go to the gym.
But
I'll tell you what didn't age. Actually, it's in my notes.
Where was I going with that? Oh, I enjoy the game. I personally like Vice City better. I'm a Vice City boy. I know that map like the back of my hand. The whole one.
Wait a minute.
I've never beaten San Andreas.
So when GTA 6 comes out, you'll know the map.
No, it's completely different. Just like how
It doesn't have Vice City in it?
San Andreas is the same area. Is supposed to be the same area as GTA 5.
Well, a part of the map, yeah.
It isn't though.
No,
It isn't?
No, it's the same.
Oh.
It's the same fictional city, but the map is completely different, and that's how 6 is gonna be.
Oh.
GTA 4 and GTA 3 both take place in the same city, and those maps aren't the same.
Never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm stupid.
Yeah, GTA 4 is the one that I played the most,
Yeah.
I think, before, obviously before, Online 5 and all that stuff. But I did actually, whenever I was, a teenager, play through the story of 5. I think 5's the only story I actually ever put in the time to beat.
Yeah. 4 is when they start, actually putting campaigns together where, characters have actual, characters.
Gay Tony.
Exactly. Before then, it's San Andreas. If you play this game, it's okay. Well, do you want a game with an even stupider, funny story? Vice City. Do you want a game that looks uglier and has even less of a story? That's 3, and you just go backwards, right? San Andreas is the best. If you're not a big fan of San Andreas, the other 2 aren't going to do much for you. But I really enjoy this game. It's really long for how short each mission is. It's just tons and tons and tons of short missions. It's the same. The thing that has not changed is the structure of the game. Even GTA 5 was like this. As you play, you meet more characters, which means there's more missions from each character, which means your map is just filling up with more and more story to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how it's always been. That's how GTA works. The thing that changed, especially between 4 and 5, because of a little game called Rockstar's Table Tennis, or whatever the fuck that game is called, is how the side missions and the fun activities around the world act. In this game, it is very much, they're all arcadey, fun little things. Exercising in this game,
Go to the gym.
going to the gym is nowhere. Set aside the video game part of it, it's a video game, nowhere near to how exercising works in real life.
Yeah,
You mean you
just
don't
a
mash
button.
buttons to constantly lift
Exactly.
weights?
But in 4 or in 5 and 6 eventually, anything to do with working out is no, they're
that's
actually
dumb,
we're
maybe.
making this as realistic as possible. You're pushing buttons to stretch certain fucking muscles and shit like that, right?
Oh, are you talking about the yoga mission in
Yes.
5?
They actively go out of their
uh,
way to make yes, it's a video game, but they're making it as realistic and specific as possible. In 3
You guys
and
tell
stuff
Dusty
like
to
that,
unmute me, by the way.
racing or any side mission,
You've
they're
muted
just
Love
arcadey
again.
mini games. But in 5, it's
No,
oh,
it's,
you want to play
I just had to
badminton?
reconnect.
Guess what? It's fucking badminton. You better like
Dusty.
badminton. We didn't make a single change. It is the official regulation mode of badminton.
Dusty.
Hey, Dusty.
Left's
Unmute me.
muted.
Huh? Hold on.
I fucking hate video, man.
There we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Just wanted to be unmuted for the conversations because I know they're gonna happen.
Fantastic. Well, I think I'm going to switch to my... At this point, I feel like the only way to talk about the game is notes, because each note is like a little side mission, and that's all this fucking game is.
Yeah.
My notes is just simply called... I renamed this thing multiple times. The first one was just San Andreas, just making the notepad. And then I thought, it'd be funny if instead of that, I just called it Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's San Andreas, referencing the movie. That was like, what if I made it Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Rampage, just to barely connect it? And I eventually settled on this: Racist California.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's the name of my notes. Racist California. My notes: CJ ran away, came back for his mother's funeral. Aw shit, here we go again. Grove Street, my home. Officer Tenpenny is an asshole. OG Loke is a child. He fucked another man in prison, and that's gay. Ain't bad. This guy is so bad at rapping, he stole a rhyme book. And then, even with the rhyme book, he doesn't know how to rap. I dance so good, I was allowed to steal a mobile sound system.
That could happen in real life, yeah.
Big Smoke is my man. This one's just funny. People act like the 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a 6 with extra dip, and the 2 45s with extra cheese and a large soda were all for him. But no, it's only the number 6 with extra dip, the 2 45s with extra cheese and a large soda was for him.
Oh, I get, because
the first 3 are for the other 3 people. The number 9s are for the other 3.
I guess I assumed the person taking the order heard them say it.
No,
but maybe it was just
no.
Both. It's. I'll take number 9. I'll have that. I'll have mine with a large. I'll take mine, but a large, and then he leans over, orders the 3, and then it's like, and a number 6, and then he says two number 9s, and all 3 of them look at him like, the fuck. Like, he had a moment of, I knew you was
He's trying
big,
to bulk
but holy
up,
shit.
Don't judge the
And then during that car chase, he proceeds to not
I've noticed
shoot
that like
people
almost
through
all
it
of the memes
because he's
for
like,
this
man,
game are
I'm
within the
eating
first, like,
here.
5 minutes.
Yeah, and then that you pull up and everyone's like, "Where's my food?" It's like, it was getting cold, so I ate it. He ate everyone's food. So that's the thing. It's like the number 9s were not for him, but he ate them anyway.
Can you guys hear me?
I never got to hear Smoke
audio
say,
clip.
"All you had to do was follow the train."
know if
I
he
finished
can.
that mission first try.
Hey Dusty, am I muted?
Sister has a boyfriend. He races cars.
So
Dusty,
yes,
What?
she's muted again.
Oh my god.
I blipped for a fucking second.
Blipped. Well, it's been 5 years. I'm so sorry.
But I was gonna say, I did have a funny. He's just trying to get his macros up. You can't judge him. He's bulking.
He's bulking. Okay, Genesis. Fucking Jared Genesis. He's got an exercise channel. That's all he says is constantly, "I'm bulking." It's just, my man, you're getting older and you're staying the same weight. You got to do something. Sister has a boyfriend. He races cars, which means in California, the whites are racist, the blacks are racist, and the Mexicans are racist.
I mean, that just sounds like normal California.
I mean,
honest.
yes,
Sounds like normal America.
but
to be
also
fair.
just the usual. If you're a race driver, you're a racist. It's just a setup for that joke, because the Mexican population in this game all like low riders and they like to race for pink slips, so they're racist. Did you do any of those races?
No.
I did not.
I did the mission where you meet his. Whoa.
Oh, so
Honestly,
you were invited to the race, but you never went.
Let me go through my
Yes,
notes.
I did the
hold on.
lowrider competition.
Yeah.
because if you let me go through my notes, you'll find out literally exactly where I went off the rails and just started shooting people and listening to the radio
Hold on,
and driving around.
I'm almost done through mine, and then I'll let you go through yours.
Yeah.
Right after that, then I start working for Tenpenny Foley. He has me go to a house, throw Molotov cocktails through the windows to kill a bunch of gang members. And then there's a random woman in the top story of the house, so I have to go save her. And then right after saving her, she becomes my girlfriend. The sentence, Denise is now your girlfriend, right after meeting her after 5 seconds, is very funny and childish. It is straight up just like a 5-year-old boy, like, I met a girl, she's my girlfriend now. I talked to her 5 seconds, the game, she's now your girlfriend.
Well, I feel like
and then you have to actually
easy.
take her on dates. And my first date, I did not read the room correctly, and I took her to a restaurant she was not at all interested in, and she threw a cup at my face.
Lamau. Dumbass. You should have knew her better in the 5 minutes you had to spend with her.
Well, like you're allowed to choose between like fast food, the fast food burger joint, the chicken joint, a bar, or something else. And as you drive to it, the game will be like, this area seems to be what she likes. And like halfway there, she's full on like, I want to do a drive-by, and she starts shooting out the window and shit.
Oh my gosh.
I'm guessing.
Well, it sounds like she's the right one.
Well, then I immediately misread it, went too far, took her to an area she did not like, forced her to go into a bar, and she hated it.
Ooh.
And then she threw a styrofoam cup in my face. And then, yeah, the rest of my notes is just how making fun of the game for I saved a woman, and then she immediately fell for me. This does not seem like a good start to a relationship.
Yeah,
That's
typically
racist
it is
California.
not.
Girl.
Is that the end of your notes then?
Yes. It's your turn.
So, the name that I gave it was Vehicular Larceny Salmon Dress.
See, I knew people. The reason why I didn't try to redo Grand Theft Auto, in other words, is like everyone's gonna do that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to think of something else. I ended up
Well,
on racist
I was
California.
proud of Salmon Dress. The intro being all about race and crooked cops was not like I only had introduction to this game through the memes, so I wasn't expecting it to actually be this hard of an opening.
Yeah.
Oh,
The game's a lot more serious than I expected. All of the memes, however, that I can remember, except for the train and the order, are within the first like 5 minutes of booting up the game.
I mean, it sounds like I got a lot farther than everyone here, and I will tell you, I'm still in the starting area. Most of the memes are from the starting area because most people probably played this as a kid and never beat the game.
Yeah.
So-
I dislike bikes. Someone stole my bike within seconds of me stepping off and hit me with, "Remember the lunchroom bully? That's me. Can't have shit in Grove Street." Guns are just around. I found an Uzi under the bridge. And now you know when I went off. Although there's like I was like listening to the radio as I was driving in the car with an Uzi shooting people, and it's just, man, some of the political humor about like poor people shutting up, rich people being quote unquote sad, and all the conversation all being drowned out by Chants of USA, it really aged like fine wine. Like half the political commentary that they have in this game, it aged really well. The hospital taking your guns when you die is something that could probably only fly in this game.
That's what happened.
Yep.
I
Yes.
forgot
Yeah,
about
they
that.
take your guns.
I had so many weapons, and then all of a sudden I was like, where'd my weapons go? I forgot I died once.
Yeah,
I
after I got, like, control taken away from me for failing a mission, a car nearby happened to blow up and kill me. And so I went from the "you failed a mission" to "wasted," and I lost all my guns and the last $45 I
Yeah,
owned.
I forgot I was in a mission, and the death doesn't count if you say, yes, I'll restart the mission. I actually accidentally fat-fingered no instead, and it was sent to the hospital because I was dead.
So, the last note is, under all the jank, this game's a lot of fun. but also weirdly a scathing commentary, and I kind of love it. Also good music.
Yeah.
Game's kind of janky though. It's old, you know. It's
old.
an old game. And it feels old, but that doesn't mean it's terrible. It's a little hard to control.
Pretty sure this game had like a really short development time too.
That would explain it.
GTA San Andreas development time. Yeah, it looks like they created this entire game in about 2 years. Which seems like a reasonable time, but it's a completely new map. Completely different characters. Some cars are the same as Vice City. Because they can get away with like, okay, well, Vice City takes place in the 80s. So if you have an 80s car, it could also just be in the game. But besides that, and maybe some motorcycles, pretty much everything here is new and in a different art style. So 2 years is actually pretty quick. Remember how in one console generation we got technically 5 GTAs, 6 GTAs? Wow. And now it's taken us 13 years to get one.
Are you guys ready for my notes?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yes.
So admittedly, because I just kind of got distracted playing the game, my notes drop off after a certain point. So my notes are called Steel Car San Francisco.
Okay.
Well,
I thought
wow.
about doing something similar, but changing it to San Antonio.
Yeah.
I went down that line for like half a second, but that's when I was like, everyone's gonna do that.
It's true. Wow. Framed by racist cops right away. I didn't know this game took place in 2025.
see, that's kind of the
like
thought
that.
I had.
CJ has 2
That holds
moms,
up.
question mark, because the way the audio sounds, they keep saying my mom's died.
Well,
Oh.
that's
slang, I think.
yeah. That's they plural a lot of things in the game. That's just how they talk.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
This game
you
feels a
racist?
bit more serious than future titles. Reminds me how early Saints Row was much more in line with GTA until it went balls to the wall crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I killed people with spray paint.
Yep.
Yep.
I do not click with the dialogue of this game. Man.
What?
What do you mean, what?
I found it charming.
Well, no,
Like the N-word?
no.
As a white man, I must say, no. I think legally, I don't like that word.
That's the thing. Like, okay, side tangent real quick. You know how, like, there's all those people out there who are a certain way who are like, man, I just can't say that word. Like, I'm not allowed to. I've never wanted to. There is not a single point in my entire life where I've been like, that's a word I want to say. Ever. It has never crossed my mind. It has never fallen into even something that I've thought about. And every time I've heard it, ever since as a wee little human being, I learned that it was what it was. It has made me uncomfortable. Every time. Without fail.
Well, good for you.
This off day doesn't make me as uncomfortable.
Man, imagine going home to bury your murdered parent, immediately being arrested and robbed of your cash, accused of a crime you could not have committed, and then being extorted by said cops. Good times.
Yeah.
The controls of this game are rough. Very easy to run into everything. Hard to aim.
Yeah.
I don't like how the game plays. The controls are touchy in a not fun way. CJ is surrounded by bad influences.
I mean, look at where you are.
I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, at the beginning of the game, when the cops are, like, extorting you and taking all your stuff and, literally lying to your face about a crime they're framing you for, basically. CJ's like, nah, I'm clean. I'm out of this. And then immediately after that, he ends up in a situation where he falls right back into it.
Yeah, I think that's called dramatic irony.
I mean, it's social commentary.
In a way,
Like,
the cop was right.
It's a situation of the people of authority were not trustworthy and were actively working against him. The place that he lived was so, improperly protected that people who had no connection to anything really got hurt. People that he cared about. And since the people in power were not going to make a positive difference and fix in any capacity what had been taken, CJ ends up getting talked into taking matters into his own hands. Meanwhile, in GTA 5, you play as a rich guy, a crazy guy, and a guy who's being taken advantage of.
Yeah, Franklin's like the only likable character.
Daily
well,
Regiment.
I guess like Michael's kind of likable.
Yeah, I like the two. I don't like Trevor.
No, me neither.
Not even in a funny, he's so fucked up way. I just don't like that character.
He's just an asshole.
Michael
and a sociopath.
Is at least interesting. Like, one of the opening scenes is interesting with Michael, where it's like talking to his therapist about his son. Like, hey, I went out by the time I was his age. I was doing all these things, making my own money. And, like, listing all these crimes, and the therapist is like, and you consider those good things?
Yeah.
But it is that thing of, like, it's a shitty life, sure, but in his eyes, it's like, at least I went out there and tried to do shit. And then, like, now later in his life, it's happening again, and it's just slowly things are falling apart around him again. Finding out your wife's
actually, I'm
cheating
gonna
on
walk
you
it back
and
because
stuff.
like Franklin and Michael are both interesting because Michael's life literally falling apart the entire storyline was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I think it really was just Trevor, where it's like genuinely, he's kind of lol random and just a psychopath.
The moment
he's not even a psychopath in the goober kind of way. He's just legitimately a threat to the people closest to him.
The moment I full on realized I hated that character was I was already on the fence, and then there's a scene where he and one of the other like redneck characters he brought with him is staying in the other redneck's cousin's house.
Yep.
And
yeah,
they
that
come
one I know
back,
exactly what you're talking
and
about.
they've just covered the apartment in literal shit.
Yep.
It's like, the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And then it's the owner, like the guy who's like who lives there. It's apparently his problem, and he should die for that.
Yes.
Which obviously I don't think that the devs are saying that he should die for that, but Trevor.
Yeah, no, it's
does
the
that.
character, but that is the moment of like even crazy people. I like a lot of crazy people would still have the ability to go, this isn't my place. Maybe I shouldn't cover it in shit. Like, he's so far gone that he's just like, no, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Fuck you. I will shit on your walls, literally.
Yeah.
And that's the moment where I was like, I don't like you. You're not even, like, that's not even funny. That's just disgusting and, like, annoying.
The joke I remember was people saying, like, finally, Grand Theft Auto made a character who accurately represents the player base.
Hey Vince, you got any notes?
I had one more little.
Sorry.
You guys.
Or...
My last little bit is just daily regimen. Wake up, work out for hours, eat 8 whole pizzas with sides of fries and drink, do crime, repeat.
So
did you make him fat?
Yeah, fat and max muscle.
Oh. Didn't know you could do both.
Yep.
Okay, well,
You can.
I owe you $10.
I also did get the afro. With beard.
I also used the afro, but that's just because I liked it.
I didn't.
There was a couple...
It does something to his face.
There's a couple afros. There's one that's... It's still called an afro, but it's a something afro. I'm forgetting the name of it. It's more height-wise. There's not a lot width-wise.
Yeah, no, this one is like it.
And I use.
I expected more afro, but there just wasn't. And combining it with the facial hair makes his face look unusual. And then you put that on fat CJ, and it's just funny because, let me tell you, nobody has anything good to say about my appearance when they walk by me.
What's your sex appeal rating in your stats bar?
I
Let me
don't
take
know
a
how
look
you
real
improve that. 'Cause I've been hitting
Uh,
the gym so much, and that hasn't gone up at all.
It's actually not that bad. Like, it's low, but it's like
I didn't even
a
realize
quarter.
there was a sex appeal
It's like one
somewhere.
quarter. Yeah.
Well, my
in
Switch
the
is way over there.
stats.
I'm too lazy to go get it.
It's more than my stamina, I'll tell you that much.
I don't think I had very high sex appeal. I was a scrawny motherfucker because I forgot to eat.
Yeah, I actively forget to eat, but I'm always running everywhere. So CJ is
Yeah.
full on just like the shredded twink.
Don't worry, I'm eating enough for all of you guys.
And it's gotten to the point where the game no longer even reminds me I'm hungry. Just constantly in the top right, I'm seeing minus energy, minus energy, minus energy. Like it's not
I
actually
just
going.
thought
Hey,
you-
you should eat.
I thought you only had to eat if you were missing health.
No.
No, you gotta eat to keep up
Nope.
your physical look and stamina and
You
everything.
need to eat to keep your strength up.
Okay, that might explain why my CJ
Yeah,
looks the way he does then.
Yeah,
If you look like the fucking crypt keeper, that's probably your fault.
yeah, if he's super skinny and
He
you
is like no fat, halfway bar is up with muscle, and I rarely eat, and when I do eat, it's a salad. So,
Oh no,
he looks
bro
kinda
has
funny.
0 macros.
When I do eat, I always go for the biggest meal the place has, but I only get one of them, and then that's what his meal for 3 weeks.
no, I just call it good at one salad every couple days.
He just walks in and be like, "Give me the give me the bucket of chicken. I'll be back in a month for another bucket." And then that's it.
No, I genuinely speaking, every day, because I figured out somewhere between 9 and 10 whole pizzas. CJ just kind of throws it all up. So you don't.
Wait,
you
did
don't...
you make it bulimic? Is that what I'm about to understand you?
Well, no, because if you eat too much, you just throw up everywhere, and you get kicked out of the establishment.
That also explains where all your money went.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Well, I also bought like a shirt, and I bought a haircut, and
You gotta wear the colors.
Well, because the
CJ.
game makes you do that.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know how often the game.
But I bought
is
a
like,
$50
"You need to go buy
haircut. The
something."
game-
I'm like, you haven't paid me.
The game did not force me to buy a $50 haircut, but I bought one anyway.
I mean, the game does force you to get a haircut. Like, no matter
Yeah.
what, you have to spend the money. But yeah, that made me early on. That was so annoying. Of like, you got to go
$50
buy
is in
this
fact
and
the
this.
cheapest. So yes, you were in fact forced to spend $50 on a haircut.
Yeah, it annoyed me that the game kept making me spend money and it wasn't paying me. It was just giving me respect. I'm like, where do you think this money's coming from?
You're getting paid in exposure.
I am living exclusively off of dead hookers right now. All right, you need to calm down. They're everywhere.
Dusty, you should be okay with being paid in exposure.
No,
That's what we're getting paid for to do this podcast.
you're getting paid.
Exactly.
Exposure.
None of us is.
Yeah,
None of
exposure.
us is getting exposure. Even we're just.
I was gonna
yelling
say
on
we're
the-
averaging like the
but it's
views
fun.
we get don't
Please,
even
I've
count as
said it.
Somebody
exposure.
subscribe to the channel. My wife has left me.
I've said
I-
it once.
that
She
is-
took the kids.
I'll say it again. The only reason we're doing this is so I can talk to y'all.
Yeah.
That's true.
I
You know
don't
what?
care if anyone
That's
listens.
half the reason I'm committed. Where I'm
Oh.
like, I really do want to keep doing this is because
Yeah.
if nothing else, even if we start like getting to the point where we just never talk, we will talk here.
Well, we're not gonna get to that point.
Ideally, no, but we never know.
Don't put the vibes out there. Don't do it.
It's true. Good point.
My turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we have. The name is Car Is Mine, Los Angeles.
Cars mine.
Number 1, Samuel L. Jackson is the cop that arrests me. If you didn't realize it, that's him. He's Tenpenny.
I didn't hear him say motherfucker, so I just didn't have a frame of reference.
I heard like 2 lines out of his mouth. I was like, I know who that is. Number 2, oh shit, here we go again. Number 3, Big Smoke likes the book. Don't know what book he's referring to. Probably the Bible, but he's misquoting it quite a lot.
Yeah.
But he's misquoting
It's the Bible.
I was about to say, it's probably the good book.
Yeah.
Number 4, this is just something I heard a random passerby say when I was walking around, and I had to write it down because I was like, that's funny. They said in jail, being a top ain't gay.
Yeah, I guess he might have a point. I don't know prison culture that well.
Next one, is CJ forklift certified?
I mean, shit. Why not?
Big Smoke mixed up with Russians? Why is Ryder digging holes in his yard?
Gotta find a place to put the bodies, I'm guessing.
Is that the reason, or is it because he's high all the time?
Both.
Okay.
He's crazy He's crazy because he's high all the time. He was actively looking for something. I already forget what he was looking for.
He said water, but I was like, what are you looking for water in a yard for?
Because he's high.
Motorcycles can suck my ween.
I tried to mute that. Hopefully it worked. But
No, you didn't.
No, you did
Missed
not.
it completely.
We all heard it. It was embarrassing. The whole school is gonna find out on prom day.
Oh no. You should.
The last thing I wrote is Big Smoke didn't say the train thing. I did the mission with the train with him, and he didn't say the thing.
Because you.
All you had to do was follow the
Probably
damn
because I
train,
didn't lose.
CJ.
I successfully drove him on the motorcycle.
Okay, so I just Googled it. Water is a street name for specifically PCP mixed with cannabis.
Oh, that explains why he's okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was trying to find.
Brother was after that
drugs
embalming
he
fluid, bro.
That explains why he's.
Yeah, so he's crazy
why you
because he's
robbed
high.
the army for guns.
Yeah.
With a box truck and a forklift.
Yeah, that's how you go. Who has the most guns? The military. Let's fucking go.
You, me, gas station. What are we getting for dinner? Sushi, of course.
And that's the thing. You can't even hate on the logic. They do have the most guns.
It's true.
It's true.
But the idea is we shouldn't go there. But CJ's like, oh, hell yeah. And then they go.
CJ's just as fucking stupid. That's the point.
CJ's getting that contact high.
You get that contact.
So now we know Ryder had PCP in his yard.
Yeah, and that's why he's that way. Specifically the PCP.
I get it now.
And that's why your granny ain't got no niece. She can't pray to Jesus.
It's a good book.
Yeah. I wish I could remember one of the things he said about the good book, but I was like, what? That has nothing to do.
I still can't get over remember the lunchroom bully? That's me. I can't get over that fucking line. He just hits you with that. Mind you, the reason I laughed so hard at that was because I literally just stepped off my bike. Like, the second I was off that bike, he was on it, saying that he was the lunchroom bully.
Oh, allergies are hitting me all of a sudden. What the fuck?
This is the kind of shit that I'd be susceptible to in real life. If you're funny enough, I'd probably let you steal my bike. Who cares? It's a bike.
Are you one of those people that go, oh, they needed it more than me, probably, anyway?
Yeah, if you're not robbing me of something that's like super like expensive or like out of my wallet or something like that, I'm like, yeah, who cares? If it were like my wallet or car though, I'm fucking John Wicking your ass. I would I'm not getting the police involved because I'm personally going to kill you.
I'm wicking it. I'm wicking it.
I'm Virgiling it. I am Virgiling it.
Lad, you reminded me of a funny random piece of dialogue while I was, sitting around in the game. And people walking by me on the sidewalk. Someone said something, basically equivalent to, "Man, your haircut's fucked up. You need to get rid of your barber."
Get rid of your barber.
I'm like, damn, dude. It's just a
Give an old Reese some lead shoes.
Yeah, I don't know why I heard someone say what they said, but they said it, and I was like, well, that was out of left field.
Yeah, I forgot to write the funnier lines I listened to. There were a couple that I really laughed at, but I forgot to write them down.
I could bring up one from GTA 4, which was, so, if you've played Grand Theft Auto, you know the tactic of getting a free car by just standing out in the middle of the road, waiting for somebody to pull over, and then just grabbing it, right? I'm sure pretty much anybody who's ever played GTA knows this tactic. GTA 4 has a very well balanced way of preventing this from happening, which is called the New York Driver. There was a dude in this big ass lifted truck when I was doing this when I was like a teenager, where he hit the gas when he saw me in the road, and he runs my ass over going, "Why are you standing in the middle of the road like an idiot?" The average New York driver will liquefy the bones of anybody who attempts this forbidden technique. I feel like that's how it would go down in real New York, to be honest.
Somebody poisoned the water hole.
Somebody come
I'm talking
get her.
talking about San Andreas brutality while I'm in the middle of cutting somebody's back off with an axe and half sword, you know.
Yeah.
Apples to oranges, I guess.
Well, I think that's it. Well, let's rate this bitch. Let me pull up the thing. Ratings, reviews, sex. San Andreas. All right. I'm gonna go first because I'm cooler than you. I'm giving this game a 7.
Solid.
It's a solid game. I like Vice City more. I'd probably give that game an 8, maybe a 9 on a really good day. I just like the characters more in that game. The story, I feel, while being stupider, even though I keep saying that and that's not a word, being more stupid, I'm an idiot. I'm stupider. It's fine.
You're going to Jupiter to get more stupider.
Hell yes. Send me into the rings to die.
That's Saturn, you dipshit.
Shit, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah.
Stupider.
I think the only... I don't actually know if Jupiter has rings that we can't see, but it's like the only planets known for their rings are Uranus and Saturn.
Jupiter has rings.
Saturn
yes.
mostly.
Jupiter has a ring.
Huh?
Jupiter has a ring.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm not surprised, really. Like, big planets like that get rings. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, NASA, or fucking my brain. Jupiters are specifically just so fucking huge that you can easily see them. All of the gas giants have them.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. So I say again, send me into the rings to die. Anyway, Vice City better, funnier. The fact that one of the main characters in that game is an 80s porn star. Very funny. Who's next?
Where did I rate Mass Effect?
Mass Effect. A 5.
This is better than Mass Effect, and you know it.
This actually,
Where did I rate? What do I have in the sixes?
Sixes. You don't have a single straight six. Oh no, you do.
Where did I
Arkham
put?
Asylum. Is
Where
your
did I
1-6.
put Dragon Age?
Dragon Age 6.5.
I'll put this with Dragon Age because it's another game where, like, I can see the appeal. I can see why people would like it. Mechanically, it didn't click with me, and it's not really a kind of game that I would specifically go back to myself. But I don't think it's a bad game because of that. Like, there is a reason it's kind of a cornerstone of gaming for its generation.
It's like the GTA San Andreas. What's the first like movie? What's the name of the fucking movie?
Movie.
Well, it's the first movie that like is filmed how modern movies are filmed.
Oh, I cannot remember the name of it.
me neither.
It's famous. It's got the famous crowd scene with the guy giving the presentation and.
God, what is it called?
You know.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of the movie. It's like one of the greatest of all time.
Yes.
Citizen Kane?
Yes, that's it. Citizen
Yeah,
Kane.
there we go.
The reason I'm saying it's like Citizen Kane is that's how I feel about that movie. Nowadays, you go back and you're like, this is a real boring movie. But when you look at it for what it was at the time, it's like this is the first movie that is filmed like a movie. Before this, every movie was just a stage play that was also recorded. You never saw the ceiling because there was no ceiling because it was a set on a stage. You know, Citizen Kane was like, no, what if we filmed in a real building and had like cuts to different shots, you know? Like it's the first movie to be like, so what about camera composition?
Wait. You know what's really funny about that, actually?
Huh.
So, as movies have moved away to, like, yeah, let's do, like, multiple takes and cuts so that we can get, like, the perfect cinematography type situation. Video games are actively like, how much can we do with one camera cut?
Oh my god. Open world games are just is just a one take game.
Damn.
If there's a game that it's never Cyberpunk. Every cutscene is in engine and it doesn't cut away. You're just there
and
for the
all
cutscene.
of the game is first person.
Yeah, that is a one take game. There's not a single cut. The closest thing is you technically pass out a couple times, but that is still one cut because you're in the character's view.
So, I wanted to brain rot about this, but we've moved so far out of the topic. But I'm just gonna like slide this in here. We were talking about planets and rings, and I just wanted to bring up because I love this. There's a planet. It's an exoplanet called J1407b. It's known because it has like the biggest rings we've ever seen on a planet. The reason why we found out about this planet's rings before we found out about it, because we found its rings first, is because they are so big that they eclipse the star from view of our telescopes, like pretty much every time it gets between us and its star.
Oh. A ring so big and dense it could be like you don't get any light.
It literally, yes. It blocks its own sun a lot. It's a brown dwarf, which means that I'm pretty sure it's not even as big as Jupiter, but it's got massive fucking rings.
Imagine being like in a solar system and you have your own moon and there's a sun. And you're like, yes, the lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse. Here comes the jade eclipse because of the rings.
Yeah, here comes J1407b's eclipse.
It also eclipses. Oh my god, that'd be just.
I'm gonna post a picture of it in the Discord. In the Dirk Den.
Fancy, what would you rate this game?
I agree with you. I would give it a 7.
Boink. Based Dusty. Name's OG Loke. Eelayne, what would you rate Saint and Draw?
What do I have in the 6s?
Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I'd
Pokemon
say I'd
Coliseum.
put it on par. I'd put it on par with Arkham Asylum. I actually think I'd give it a 6.5.
6.5. Wow. We perfectly split. 2 6.5s, 2 7s. Which means the official Collecting Dust review is a 6.75.
Nice.
Nice. Where the fuck
All you
is
had
this
to do was
picture?
follow the damn train, ZJ. Eelayne.
Hello.
What shitty RPG are we playing this time?
Wow. After I shared with you this beautiful image of a planet whose rings are goddamn gargantuan.
I completely just shit on you.
Wow. You know, I was going to give y'all a choice, actually.
Are you taking the choice away because you made the joke?
I don't know
Please
yet.
don't. Please offer us a choice. I love choices.
I I'm not going to be tongue-in-cheek
Elder
about it
Scrolls
either.
2 or Elder Scrolls 1? That's your choice.
Okay, but if you're begging, if you want me to do Daggerfall, I'd love to do Daggerfall.
Ignore him, please.
See, that's the issue, is I'd love to do an RPG, but I know that somebody, and I'm not going to name names, Lad would complain if I did another RPG. So, instead of another RPG, I'm going to do 2 games that I only vaguely partially remember from my childhood. And I'm going to let you choose which one between Scalar and Cameo.
I don't fucking know either of them.
Time to Google these.
Yep, time to Google.
I don't. What?
It's a platformer or a
Scalar,
pseudo RPG.
Is Scalar the educational institution?
For the GameCube.
GameCube.
Oh, it's a weird dragon man.
Not a dragon, it's a lizard.
Whatever.
Yeah,
he's
he's a
got
lizard.
Technically,
horns?
it's an isekai.
It is technically an isekai, yes.
Right.
Follows the story of
Scalar.
a lizard-loving 12-year-old boy named Bobby Scalar Jenkins who stumbles across an evil plot to dominate the world.
Oh my god, it's Jumanji. And then what's the other
Okay.
one? Cameo?
Cameo with a K. Kameo.
Also for the GameCube?
No.
That one said it was PS2.
Or original Xbox.
It's Xbox 360.
Was it 360?
Well,
one said
Scalar's
PS2.
Xbox original, and GameCube and PS2.
Published by Rare and Microsoft.
Oh, it's a red.
Cameo's Xbox 360.
Yeah, it's
I actually
way
have
rare.
this one on disc.
Is
What is this? No, stupid AI. No, I don't care. Based on the character you were playing as, I'd rather play Cameo.
if you have a modernish Xbox, you could always get Rare Replay and have Cameo that way.
Yeah. So are we leaning towards Cameo then?
I'm leaning towards Cameo.
That's just
Okay.
because you're boring.
What is Cameo?
Cameo, I'm pretty sure, is the game where you play as a girl that transforms into monsters.
Yeah, she can transfer.
So either way, you're going to be spending a lot of the game as a not human thing.
Why?
But Cameo, like the lady, as far as I remember, is rather attractive to look at.
I'm
so.
looking at her.
Oh, she looks like a less animalistic character from the Jack Dexter series.
She does.
She is like a fairy.
Oh no, is Robin Williams as a bat gonna show up? Sorry. Oh yeah, I guess we'll do Cameo. I'm okay with that.
All right.
I'm down for either of these.
So we have. I guess
Cameo.
if I'm the deciding vote, I will say I've been putting off Cameo for a long
Elements
time.
of
It's about time we do Cameo.
Well, I haven't voted yet personally.
I know you're
but
voting for Scalar.
Do you know my reason?
Why?
It's a lizard creature.
No, because Xbox 360 and PS3 emulation is usually larger files and are iffy on if they run at all. I have to go out of my way to track that shit down and make sure, my super magical PS3 plays it.
Fair enough.
I guess.
I won't
If it's
say that you can't do it, but I will say that
I still have both of the.
everyone is SOL on finding their own copy.
Oh, actually, I just have the game on disc and have
Well,
my
I know
original
you-
Xbox
I know you
360, so I was just gonna do that.
I mean everyone else.
You
Yeah.
know what? I'm changing my.
I was
vote
gonna
to
say, because
Scalar.
one of the people in this room happens to really hate PS3 emulation.
I'm changing.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say
Scalar
who.
because
Well,
I
the
know
funny
how to
thing
work
is
the
you wouldn't be able to do
PS2 one.
PS3 emulation because I'm pretty sure it was Xbox exclusive.
Oh yeah, you'd have to get the Xbox 360 one.
Yep. Nope. Screw it. Scalar.
All right, we'll do Cameo next time. I'm joking. Yeah, Scalar it is then.
Because I have the PS2 emulator and I don't need to do anything stupid to make that work. I
Yeah,
remember
that's
right.
fair. I might be able to find my old GameCube, and I'm pretty sure I've seen my old Scalar copy around.
I was straight up just gonna spend the money and use Xbox Game Pass PC for a week or so. I was gonna buy
For
some more.
Cameo?
Yeah, because you can
You
get
could
it
do
through
that.
replay. So I was gonna do that, but I can do the
Lad,
other
you could
ones.
also do that, couldn't you? Don't you also have Xbox?
Yeah,
like
but-
that?
I don't
Wulfryk's
have an
not gonna-
Xbox.
She's not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Not after.
and
after
Love
her
would also have an
Halo
issue doing it.
4 Or yeah, Halo
5.
5.
Yeah, no,
experience.
that experience was hell.
To be fair, that was that on multiplayer as well.
Oh, even on single
Yeah.
player. I went and tried to play it on my own too. It did not run any better.
So we're doing Scalar.
Yep. Sounds like it.
Now that I'm looking at more images of this man, yes, he is a lizard, not a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know
Yes.
why his head is covered in horns.
You'll find out, I'm sure. Or there's no explanation. It's just stylistic.
I mean, that's the first thing I noticed.
What the
That's the very first thing I was like, "Who's this Spyro ripoff?"
He's blue.
Both of these games are rip-offs, by the way.
He's
To
blue,
be honest with
he's
you.
got a tail, a tongue.
Scalar.
Because like Scalar, I'm pretty sure was meant to be like a rip-off of Spyro, and then also Cameo in its Wikipedia is basically explicitly stated to be Microsoft's Pokemon.
That you play
It's
as the
not
monsters.
Pokemon at all.
Yeah, it isn't Pokemon at all, but that's what it's like in the Wikipedia. It's like it was trying to be Microsoft's Pokemon.
Okay, but Google also said that
Well, this
Dragon
is Google. I
Quest
trust
3
Wikipedia
was the
way
same
more than
as-
Google.
yeah, but I was looking at I was trying to find a specific game that was similar to Final Fantasy Tactics, like a tactics style game like that. And one of the games that was on that list was the Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale mobile game. That's like the Final Fantasy Tactics game
Yeah,
because
it's got the same name, of course. Final Fantasy
Dragon Quest 3.
makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Yep,
the regular turn-based JRPG
it's turn-based.
is like the tactics-like
Yeah,
game.
turn-based. Makes sense to
That's
me.
not.
Same game to me. Me and Google are on the same page. Except for the fact that I'm not evil and I don't take your money and I'm not using AI to ruin the internet. But other than
I
that,
love that I'm looking through the scores that people give on Scalar, and it's aggressively meh.
I would just like to say, at the beginning of this episode, there was a weird clicking noise. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it. That was I have a external hard drive, like an HDD platter, but it's external in a cage. And for some reason, it was spinning more aggressively than usual and it was clicking. So my fix was to pop open the disk tray and put it on that.
Oh,
So So my drive is sitting on top of... What disc is in there? Oh, RoboCop 20th anniversary. Of course that's in there. I'm the RoboCop guy. I tried to watch a movie. VCL does not work on my computer. I don't know why.
Huh.
I'm not allowed to watch movies despite having a disk drive. Hooray me. Well, I think that's it. I think the party is over. I mean,
breaking out my PS2.
I think we have followed the damn train, CJ.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm feeling I'm going to be missing San Andreas while playing this game.
You could always play it again. You could always recommend Vice City or 3.
No, next game I'm going to be doing a spooky one.
Oh, yeah, Halloween.
Yeah.
Next game I'm recommending is a fighting game.
I've already promised what game I'm recommending next.
Yep.
It's
You sure
on,
did.
It's literally written on the list. I can't open the review page without being reminded.
It was
I
Pro
made that
Skater
promise.
2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's not very spooky.
That's confirmed. Well, by the time it's my
It's
turn
spooky
again, it's
for
going
you
to
guys.
be November.
So who is getting an October pick?
You. Wait,
Me?
No, hold on. No, it's... Hold on.
How's it to
You'll
say?
be the first. The Scalar episode will record on the 1st.
Yeah, so technically it is October.
Wait, hold on. If it's gonna be our October episode, I kind of want to see about giving us a horror game.
Well, you already said Scalar.
Well,
That's true.
The episode's not over. She could change.
That's
Okay.
true.
If you're
Well,
gonna
like
change,
actually,
do it now.
Yeah.
the
What-
problem is realistically the only horror game I enjoy playing is in early access.
Resident Evil 4.
No.
Oh, I've never played it.
If
I
you
have-
guys make me play another Resident Evil game,
Yeah, but it's 4.
yeah.
People like 4, and there's a remake of 4. I beat it. It's not scary.
No, I've played the action Resident. That's the thing. I've done the ones that aren't scary.
Yeah, just look through my Steam. There's not any options for a horror game that I could pick that isn't
What's
either in
scarier?
early access or love would hate it.
Well,
So
what's scarier than being isekai, you know?
other than making us play Lethal Company again, but we've already all played that.
We all hop into Roblox and play Doors.
I'm gonna make us play a fucking porn. I'm gonna make us play Cloud Meadow because it'll be horror for Lad.
Actual question. I'm gonna Google this real quick. What Roblox game is the most played game ever?
Is it the Peak ripoff?
No, it's a game.
Geek has a ripoff already?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
multiple.
On Roblox. Yeah.
No, so here's the thing. The game Grow a Garden
Yep.
in Roblox
I was about to say it was Grow a Garden, huh?
is the #1 most played video game ever.
Do you know why I know it's Grow a Garden even though I don't know shit about Roblox?
Why?
People I know who play Roblox,
Why are we growing a garden?
they complain because Grow a Garden is so constantly played and so big that it's actually eating up significant amounts of server capability for Roblox itself and negatively impacting other games.
I see.
I do have 2 horror games that I did just think about, but the problem is I'm sure both me and Love would have to. Well, actually, just one now. Now I think about it, both me and Love would have to either be bought it or buy it ourselves.
What?
Granted, it's Faith.
What?
Faith.
Never heard of it.
It is an indie pixel horror game that's well known for the Markiplier joke of a gun with 1 bullet.
You've definitely heard of Faith, the Holy Trinity.
Yeah,
Or Unholy
the Unholy
Trinity.
Trinity.
Fancy, are you going to be recommending Signalis?
I could. I had a different one in mind.
Okay. Because that's a game that's on my wheel, so eventually we'll get to it, even if you don't. That game is on the list.
I have a different one that's on my wheel.
She said no more Resident Evils. She didn't say anything about a Resident Evil and a.
I don't recognize this game at all.
What's the other one? It's Resident Evil, and they just remastered the second one recently. That horror game with the puzzle.
Silent Hill?
Silent Hill, yeah. Signalis is a mix of the two. But it's good and about lesbians and love and time and keeping your promises. It's also really
Faith
long.
is 50% off on Steam.
Yeah.
How much is 50% off?
It's
$8?
$7.49. It's $8, yeah.
Well, it's up to you. We do in Faith, we do in Scalar. I'm down for both.
I don't mind either way.
This definitely applies to the question of would you guys mind it if you ended up having to purchase the game for
I don't
other
care.
members of the group? Okay.
I can buy it for one of you, and
the
you can buy
Unholy
it for
Trinity,
the other
is
one,
that the
or
game?
what?
Then yeah, we could do Faith.
If
As long
Faith,
as
the
it
Unholy
stays
Trinity.
on sale.
I think the Unholy Trinity is
Yeah.
like literally the same price as the individual game.
So,
Hand of
spooky games this
Doom.
cycle.
Yep, it's October. It's spooky game time.
Yeah.
October's more than just spooky stuff.
Like what? Name one.
Communing with the spirits.
That's spooky.
That's not spooky.
Can be. If you.
Okay, can be.
It doesn't have.
you
If
get
you're
in
doing
contact
it
with
wrong.
the
You know what,
spirits.
love? You've convinced me. We're playing Neon White again.
I'm down.
You know, I'd almost be tempted.
No, it's whatever. Just please don't expect me to have a lot of input.
If
Because you're gonna buy this game for me, I'm going to play exactly what I'm required to, and then I'm never picking it up.
How long to beat Faith, the Unholy Trinity?
You can just type in Faith; it'll come up.
It's 5.5 hours, main story. So it's pretty
But
short.
because it is a
You're
horror
expected
game-
to beat it.
There's
because
also
it is a horror
not.
game, I'm not expecting you guys to.
There's not going to
I'm
be
not
a lot to
expecting
talk
love to
about.
be
There's no side stuff really, aside from like 2 alternate endings, right?
I mean, I was gonna. The game
there
says if you
is-
wanted completionist, it can go up to 17 hours.
That's
Yeah,
because there's
there
a
is
couple
side
alternate
stuff.
endings.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the game is even cheaper on GOG with no DRM. It's $5.99 on GOG if you're willing to use that.
Oh
I
shit.
like GOG.
For real? I like GOG too.
It's 60% off on GOG. That's probably where I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah. Is there gifting on GOG?
Well, you can buy it for them on there. I don't know what that is.
Good Old Games.
Good old
Alright.
games.
It's the store that's run by Red
Red.
Cyberpunk. Witcher.
Oh,
I forget the name of the full name of their company. I was just calling them Red.
CD Projekt Red.
They have a store that's all the games are guaranteed to be DRM free. It's called Good Old Games or GOG.
Is it a launcher
did a
like Steam,
funny-
or is it just a website?
It's a launcher. They
There's a
have a
funny
lot
thing
of
that they
older
did.
games, but they're fun.
Where they when Itch.io was having their big issue where they were cracking down on porn, they did a very funny thing
Oh no, I'm old.
where they had a code that if you typed it in, they gifted you like a bunch of games. So let me look at the games that I got from that. Owned games. They gave me Agony, Being a Dick, Fetish Locator, Helping the Hotties, Honey Pop, House Party, Postal 2, Lust Theory, Sapphire Safari, Leap of Faith, Leap of Love, Summer's Gone, and Treasure of Nadia. It's just like they gifted everybody a bunch of porn games to say fuck you to Ichiya.
You cannot gift on GOG.
Damn. At least it's not that much money. But yeah, I think I am gonna go with Faye.
Okay.
Because I feel like I do want us to play a horror game for the season.
All right, we changed to Faith last minute. Let's go.
Sorry about that.
Nope, that's fine. The reviews.
Yep.
Open up again. Faith. The unholy.
All right, I bought it for me.
Trinity.
Who do I need to buy it for?
The other two, I have no money right now.
Great.
Sorry, I would usually help.
Let's end stream.
I just paid college and so much.
Just saying.
Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, but I want to complain about my money in front of all the people.